Definitely electric. It was definitely responsive. I think they all just need a little bit of a jolt. Sometimes they get a little too into the vibe, but as soon as you pay attention to them and interact with them, they get really excited, and that's what I love to see.
You too?
Everything.
Yeah, he pretty much said everything. I mean, great fans, great atmosphere. It was electric, and I love coming here every single year. And I mean, we always hit fast times, and I mean that's Hayward magic.
All right, I think we're going to open it up to the crowd. Natalie has the mic. Just raise your hand. And
Anderson University's Mac here. Question for Fred. So you've been on a journey this year. Sponsor changes, shoe changes. You're wearing Oakley now. I mean, can you tell us kind of the story of what you've been going through to get to this point here?
I've been sponsored by Oakley, so I'm just glad to be back and upward forward.
Larry Eater with Run Block Run for Kenny. Nice run for a Wisconsinite.
Thank you.
So what made the difference for you this season?
Just having fun and staying healthy. I mean, like I said before, I always knew I had this in me. But yeah, I'm just having a lot more fun this year and more technically sound this year, and that's made a big difference in my 100 meters.
For Noah. Noah, how close are you to feeling as confident in the 100 as you are in the 200 right now?
I'd say from this week, I'm pretty confident. Every time I did a block start, there wasn't a lot of thinking. It was kind of just doing. It was a lot closer to how I feel in the 200, which is what I've been waiting to feel for a very long time now. And every time that I get that feeling, it makes the race that much more confident.
Hi, Noah. What did Coach tell you before the final? Did he say anything to you at all?
Go out there and handle business. We do what we do. Coach is a man of few words when it comes down to, the finals. I mean, we both know that if I do what I've been doing in practice, the race is going to take care of itself. And that's exactly what happened today.
Question for Kenny. So we saw your team sweep on the women's side in the 100. Did that give you motivation for you to come out here and get this PB?
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, I was so happy to see that. I mean, we known at practice that they all had it in them, and they just got the job done. So just seeing that, I was happy for Coach and them, and yeah, that definitely pumped me up for the next day.
A question for Fred. You changed coaches after last season. That's a big decision to make going into an Olympic year. Or here, Fred. Why did you just choose to make that decision to change coaches, and how was the transition to a new training group this year?
That's a tough question, but I feel like everything comes to the end and everything comes to a beginning, and this was my beginning to the end, on to something over for my next cycle, and that's 2024 and 2028 Olympics.
Noah, I saw you, your mom, your brother, pretty much your whole family hanging out with Snoop Dogg. what was that interaction like?
Snoop Dogg, he came down after the first round of the 100, because I knew that NBC was setting that up a while ago, and so I didn't know if I was going to be able to read him because, I had to race. But it was pretty cool. He came over. He's a really humble guy. He's really cool, really chill. I remember I asked him to do the walk-in with me, and he was like, for sure. And I was like, that's a bet. And then when we were in the car, I was like, hey man, you mind holding the briefcase? He's like, I got you. And I'm just like, wow, that's really cool to see somebody come out here and be honest and be himself. And I'm like, I really respect that. Fred, what'd you say? The bodysuit and the Yu-Gi-Oh card was in the briefcase. I'll have something different for the Olympics, though.
Gordon, track all access. This is for all three of you guys. Team USA, 4x1. It's been a while since they took home gold in the Olympics. Is there anything the three of you are going to do strategically to make that change and actually bring home gold as a team?
All I can say is that we just need to keep things simple, and we'll get the job done.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, we had a great war relays. We're faster now. I think that proves that if we keep it the same or as close as we can to the same, then we're going to see great results.
This is your second Olympic team. Coach Bromwell spent some time talking about
Can you put the mic on?
frustrating. There we go. Sorry. This is your second Olympic team. Coach Bromwell spent some time talking about what a frustrating year 2021 was.
Yeah.
How does this feel different to you? And I know it's only the first step, but contrast it.
It's a completely different year. I mean, one, I'm not depressed, so that helps. And two, I feel that I've built off such an amazing year. The sucky thing about COVID is that we all had to stop the progression that we had from the previous year, from 2019. And we basically, we're on a lot of dead time. We training in parks, training at random tracks, and anywhere we could, garages. And now, coming off of 2023, I had a great year. That built upon this year with the confidence to be able to keep going and saying, this is the blueprint was 2023, and now we're making it happen. This is basically the play, and the play is good right now.
Question for Noah, congratulations. When you win the triple at the World Championships last year, you're a big deal going into the Olympic year, obviously, and you're getting a lot more attention. This is an Olympic year. How do you manage that? Does it ever weigh on you as a burden or anything like that?
Yeah, I'd say in 2021 there was a lot more pressure just because of the depression and coming off. Usually, I don't feel the pressure because I'm just having fun. All I gotta do is be me. I constantly tell kids all the time, be yourself. And if people see me as being corny, shoot, I'm corny. And guess what? I'm winning while being corny.
Hey Fred, Pat Graham, Associated Press over here. Sorry about that. Hey, you and Noah had a lot of fun and joking around in Budapest about the rivalry in track. I guess how important is it for track to have rivalries and just things like that? Just maybe playful banner or whatever.
It's the thing we do, so that's what we live for, is competition. So, like, rivalries is there, but competition is what we love the best.
It got to be nurtured right, I feel. I think I talked on it last year that sometimes rivalries can be the easy way out, and people will try to create a rivalry that's not really there. Sometimes it is really there, like Ingebrigtsen and Josh Kerr. It was 100% there. The disappointing thing was I felt on the other side when it came to telling the story of what was going on, and in the interviews and in the press conference, I'm like, yo, what's going on? Like, you guys are here and you're acting like you never met each other before. So it was like, we got to find a better way to set that up. Other than that, I'd say let's not try to force it, but let's try to find it where it is natural, and give it as much spotlight as we can.
This is the last question.
Noah, so can you talk technical with us? Like, how did you feel technically about the race, coming off the semis and then in the finals here? What was the technical?
Starting with the semis, I'd say each round I just gave more energy. The 60 meters, that was the goal. Win from the 60 meters each time. And each race I felt that I was able to win from the 60 meter mark. That's why I did so many 60s indoor. And I was preparing, getting faster and faster each time. So when I came out here, it was like, I'm one of the fastest in the field. I mean, there's only one other guy faster than me in the 60. I'm going to take care of business each time. So when I finally got to the finals, it's like, all right, we're not only going to win from the 60, we're going to keep going. Let's see what we do from that point. And every step I took, it felt correct, and I felt well in my positions. We got into the acceleration phase. My hips came through. I didn't feel like I had to press very hard. I felt like my knees were going straight into the track. They were directly underneath me, and every step I took felt more powerful than the last. So I'm like, I got this race. And I told myself I wasn't going to ease up at the end, but I definitely eased up just to do a celebration. So next time I run, no celebrations.
That's it. All right. Thank you, John.